Padu PI. Padu Private Investigators, we snoop for you. Man, this feels so like I loved adventure games in like the 90s and the 80s as well. This feels a lot like those games, but well, I was gonna say but bizarre, but those games were really bizarre. Little sister, the turtle, he crawled out of the trash can. Don't touch him. Don't touch him, see, he's dirty. No, he's not. Turtles are always clean. They live in the water. Trash water is not clean. We gotta go, see. Just let me stare a little longer. He's pretty. Apple and Third. The snowball stand is closed for the winter. Damn it. I'm gonna go into Padu PI. The lights are on at Padu Private Investigators. You knock, no answer. Being ignored. The Floodgate Tavern. Yeah, it is. That is like where we're looking. Okay. Padu PI is on the left side. Floodgate Tavern. The Floodgate Tavern. Many shield workers gather here after their shift. It's closed. And also, like, so they're saying that people are still working here. But maybe, maybe this is like way after the fourth flood. It's closed. Should be open later in the evening. Because we seem to be an adult and we were talking a lot about it like when we were kids. Apple Street. Dimes discount added to map. There's a film set. A film crew is set up along River Road. Several floodlights illuminate a gruesome murder scene. Two men stand pensively above a corpse. Let's check it out. As you near the set, a small, energetic man jumps from his chair. Attention, dumbass! Can't you see we're trying to shoot here? What are you filming? It's a detective drama called None of Your Goddamn Business. Any other questions? That's cool. So is this like a murder scene? Keep it up, but it's going to be. Hey. You know what? Wait a second. Wait a second. You from around here? Yeah. We can use some cultural expertise, you might say. We're filming a Bayou cop drama, and all these knuckleheads are from LA. An actor on set turns towards the director. I told you, Kevin, I'm from Texas. Oh, that's right. Noah, I forgot. Your Harvard-educated daddy bought a boutique ranch outside Austin. Well, that don't make you a cowboy, Huss. Now hush up before you scare off the yokel. Director returns his attention to you with a mild look of disgust. Help us out, will you? This script needs some work. What do you say? Sure. Great. Hey, Noah, get over here so you can learn something from this stupid redneck. The actor smolders. He whispers under his breath. I'm a redneck. I'm a redneck. Fine, Noah. You're a redneck. A real salt of the earth kind of guy. But as luck would have it, we came across an even dumpier hayseed than you, okay? So just take a knee. All right, anyway, we need some good slang. What do you call a villain? A bad apple, a lowlife. Crawfish devil. A bad daddy. Bad daddy, huh? You nod solemnly. That's pretty jive, pretty seedy. I could work with that. Great, that's settled. One more thing. What's a more regional way of saying to murder, to kill? Send him home with the rooster's sleigh. Slather him with the oyster-flavored peanut butter? Oyster-flavored peanut butter? He maintains severe eye contact. Jesus, that's vile. That's repulsive. Just like this fucking place. I absolutely love it. Noah! Yes. Slather them with oyster flavored peanut butter. Got it? Yeah. Well, I'm satisfied. The crawfish devil. Slathered up another poor bastard with the oyster flavored peanut butter. Sends a shiver down my spine. I seriously have to repeat this? This is how real people speak, Noah. It's how people talk outside Silver Lake, you understand? Real people are out here saying weird gross shit all the time. So memorize that line, because that line is going to win me a Golden Globe. Oh. Director half remembers your presence. I'm pretty good at sourcing talent, aren't I? Always had a knack for it. I guess I owe you one. If ever you need anything, talk to Noah or somebody else on set. Just don't bother me, I'm busy. Now get lost. Friendly guy. Batur and Apple Street. Okay, let's check out the shop, or the gas station. So many evenings spent watching traffic pass by this gas station. Little has changed. The neighboring business still sits abandoned. The surrounding streets are quiet and empty. Oh, freight loader. A freight loader is being repaired in the Batur woods over the levee. I'm gonna have to look up who did the music for this. The writing's excellent too. And of course the pixel art. Very atmospheric. Oh, we already did that. Well, well, well. Look who's back. What happened? Carnival forget you beside the road? And you even brought your little doll. That's cute. Wow, Troy, you look like shit. Not even gonna start with you. How come the rest of your family's so chill, but you so uptight? Like you know anything about my family. Bruh, ain't like Norco some big metropolis. I used to go out La Branche with Catherine and Blake. Well, you were busy, huh? Well, what are you doing? Bleaching your hair or some shit? How they got all these clowns like you saying Catherine dead? They wouldn't let her go that easy. You're trolling me about my dead mom. Trolling? You so damn sensitive. Can't say nothing around you. Your mom was excavating all along the rim of the lake. She used to pay me to help from time to time. Matter of fact, she needed somebody smart. Somebody vigilant. Is he whipping me or something? Somebody like me. Especially with shields snooping around. I seen some wild shit out in them swamps with Catherine. Kind of shit. I won't bother telling you about it. Might hurt your brain. And anyhow, this ain't story time. Not letting you in this gas station goddamn company that runs this dump did me dirty. They swapped me with an ATM machine for speaking truth. Ain't letting nobody through till I get an apology, very least. You clearly deserved it. Go have some glue. If you really want to get through, go get me some of them pills your brother was selling. That might persuade me. I can fight him? Yeah, fuck that guy. You joking, right? Trying to get wrecked? All right, then let's go. Monkey? What is happening? Okay, selected. I'm much better at that. Let's try a monkey again. Heal. Punched us for 5 damage. Well, that's pretty easy. Case slices for 40 damage. That just... Did that kill him? I want to see if that... Oh, Troy. Okay. Troy knows your family. He was buying pills from Blake and occasionally helping your mom with her research. He says she was conducting research in the lake. Does that mean I can go to the gas station? Cause I beat the shit out of Troy. There he is. I knocked him out. I'm having a ton of fun with this. Fuses hang on the shelf. You grab a fuse. I detected you have merchandise in your possession. You must remove any unpurchased items from your backpack and scan them in order to exit the store. I have to drag this over. Scan it. Thank you for your purchase. Do I have money? The disembodied illuminated head of the kiosk levitates silently in the browser tab. Good evening. How may I help you? You own this place? I am Discountware, a distributed cloud-based operating system for American Discount Southeast Incorporated. Semantic version number 16.3.3. The owner of this franchise is Perilou and Sons, LLC. Discountware is licensed to Perilou and Sons, LLC via the standard American Discount Southeast Incorporated licensing agreement. How do you like this job? I proudly perform the routine maintenance operations and procedures of 227 American Discount Southeast Incorporated franchise locations across the Southeast region. American Discount Southeast Incorporated is a model company awarded for excellence in business and community service. Thank you for inquiring about American Discount Southeast Incorporated. You know, Troy, that guy outside? Thank you for your inquiry. I am forwarding it to Perilou and Sons LLC. Perilou and Sons LLC has declined to respond to your inquiry. So why'd Troy get fired? American Discount Southeast Incorporated prides itself on its outstanding mentorship and jobs training program. American Discount Southeast Incorporated works to ensure that each franchise location provides opportunities for career growth. At American Discount Southeast Incorporated I'm tired of reading that. Franchise locations, we leverage automation and machine learning technologies to enhance the lives of all employees. This guy needs a big old jolt, that's for sure. To apply for a position at any American Discount Southeast Incorporated franchise location, please visit American Discount SE-ADSE today. I'm good. I never want to talk to you again. Immaculately stocked cigarettes. Annual price scanner. Dog food. Dusty bags of dog food line the shelf. Guess we got what we were after. The lake. A lone horse drinks from the stagnant water pooled along the riverbank. A memorial languishes in the river mud, a 2x4 cross, plywood plaque, cairns of pulverized concrete. Sprayed haphazardly onto the plywood is a remembrance. Here passed the brave freedom fighters of January XW 11. So that's just a year, that doesn't include like a month. Whose cries of liberty echo through the generations. In much smaller lettering, a different hand scratched fake across the bottom of the plaque. A drifter. A man sits on a pile of flotsam, his head buried in his canvas jacket against the sharp air. Stupid horse. The man's gaze stays fixed on the opposite bank of the river, never turning to you nor the horse. Can't stand that horse. A lot of stupid in this world. Stupid people, stupid horses. Couldn't agree more. Spits on the dirt at his feet. You know what they all dump in that water? Hell of a cocktail. Spits again, wiping a string of mucus onto his sleeve. What you out here for anyhow? Ain't you heard they got a criminal on the loose? Bringing the law around here, making things harder for the rest of us. Best be sharp, young one. That's my that's my face after talking to that guy too. Okay, let's leave. I don't like that place. Did I drag this over? You got the fuse. Good. We'll be able to use the bike to get around town until I'm done with the truck. It concerns me that Blake still hasn't returned. He's been spending a lot of his time at Sarpy Paperbacks lately. Perhaps we should look for him there. Let's go. Sky bleeds a color you knew as a child. Airline highway passes beneath your feet. Billion has joined your party. Interact with party members by clicking their portraits in the party menu. If you're stuck, they may be able to help. I like it. Let's talk to Million. Million shouts over the wind. The bike runs much better now. You can use it to get around during your visit. Where could Blake be? He spends much of his time at Sarpy Paperbacks. Perhaps we should check there? How's he been? The year that you left, Blake became uncontrollable. His behavior troubled Catherine deeply. He was beginning to remind her of your grandfather. After he was expelled from Destron, he began running drugs into the parish. He made himself many enemies. He put those things behind him after her illness, but now that she's gone, I'm uncertain what to expect. This place can ruin people. Perhaps. I won't apologize for leaving. No one is asking you, 2K. How have you been? I am always the same, Kay. Always the same. Cool. What's it been like around town? S.H.I.E.L.D. has been expanding since you left. Catherine took your grandfather's boat into the lake to investigate reports of construction in the swamps along the shoreline. She assumed it to be unpermitted S.H.I.E.L.D. activity. What is this? Speed up on. Auto continue off. Oh, that's cool. She was unable to find any evidence of it. However, it was clear that she found something during that investigation. What was it? I don't know. Perhaps you do? I haven't spoken to her in years. How would I know? Has Blake not mentioned anything? I never trust what Blake says. In any event, something drew her to the lake in the months before her death. Reports of construction. Your mom was investigating reports of construction in the lake. She found no evidence of it, nor who might be behind it. That's connected to the collector, who's looking for the data. Conducting research in the lake. She was investigating reports of unpermitted S.H.I.E.L.D. construction in the lake. Well, there she saw something, but what? Your mom. Maybe the light? Maybe related to that light. Oh, neat. Dimes discount. Home. Floodgate Tavern. S.H.I.E.L.D. Oiled Refinery. The books. Bookshop. A driver. Young man leans against his station wagon while scrolling idly on his phone. The silhouette darkened by the fluorescent glare of the payday lender sign. Started doing this rideshare thing a few weeks ago. Kinda hate it. Why? Pays like shit. Spending hours a day making small talk with randos is melting my brain. Nearly broke an axle driving over a pothole in Hollygrove. This is my grandpa's car. If I trash it, he'd kill me. Drove anyone interesting? There's all taps around here. Some guy I drove out to the middle of the swamp. It was like 2 in the morning, asked me to wait. He got out, took off his clothes, jumped in the bayou. Came back up a minute later with a bag, toweled off, got back in. Found that to be pretty fucking weird, I don't know. And a while back I drove some lady out to the medical district. She was an odd one. Seemed kinda sick. Asked me all kinds of questions. Do I ever pick up random signals on the radio? Weird shit like that. That's just all taps. Oh. Stocky pitbull with piercing green eyes watches the horizon with a neutral demeanor. Can we pet her? Can we pet the good boy? He's reached down to pet the dog. She shows her teeth and growls softly. Guess that's a no. 2 teens nod and gesture excitedly while bouncing between topics. BMX says, "Where'd this dog come from, brah?" Baseball cap. I like the names. Dunno. She been sitting here for a while. You seen her eyes? Them eyes is something, bruh. They're commenting on the eyes. I wonder if that's important. Your mom used to come here to dig through the stacks. Among the heaps of used romance novels and westerns, she always managed to find some occult artifact. The owner is also the landlord. You imagine that's the only way he manages to keep a place like this running. Over the years, they've experimented with other revenue-generating schemes. For a while, you could get your phone repaired here. Then they tried selling vape cartridges. Then Crouton. Sounds delicious. Then anime wall scrolls. LSU yard ornaments after that. You remember seeing online that they were trying to do some kind of acupuncture thing. In the end, the schemes always fail, and only the paperbacks remain. You wonder how anyone can read in this dim and cluttered bookshop. As your eyes adjust, you see Blake's childhood friend, Erica, waiting behind the counter to greet you. Kay? And Million, when'd you get back to town? I've been in Norco for quite some time. Perhaps you are misremembering, Erica. Weird, I guess so. But anyhow. Kay, you're looking rugged these days, old friend. Word on the street is you cleaned Troy's clock. That guy, my god, he's such a clown. Glad he finally got a little taste of what he deserves. Just doing my part for the community. Definitely. But enough about that troll. I was keeping up with your travels online, but haven't seen you post in a while. I tossed my phone in the Rio Grande. I respect that. Seems more and more common these days. I've been avoiding my phone as well. Helps that the connection has been so erratic. Been hearing of people chopping down cell towers, tearing fiber cables out the ground, trying to rip the internet apart. She nods into the ensuing silence. Back because of your mom, huh? Yeah. I'll miss the hell out of that woman. Oh yeah? I know it wasn't always easy between you two. I was around for some of the arguments. Blake would say she was a great person, but a terrible mom. I just hope you and your brother can find some comfort. Yeah, I'll be fine. Are we like... You know what? Let's show a little emotion. That means a lot, thank you. Of course, I lost my dad a while back, also to cancer. He was a mean bastard. Picked up my sister and threw her one time. Ended up giving her a concussion. I couldn't wait for him to die, and when he did, I danced. But as the years pass, I find myself thinking about him more. It feels good to hear stories about him. It's always complicated with this shit, never easy. I worry about your brother. Your mom's illness was taking a toll on him. I watched him slip back into some bad behaviors. Have you seen Blake lately? Yeah, I saw him just yesterday. He hasn't been around the house? He has not. He said he was heading to Floodgate Tavern when I saw him. He may have gotten wasted. I know Coop let him sleep behind the bar a couple times. Did you know you were coming, Kay? He never mentioned it. Figured he tried to avoid me. Yeah. He can be like that sometimes. I've had to be delicate with him recently. If I ask how he's doing, he goes quiet. If I offer help, he doesn't return my texts. He's broken. Sometimes I see glimmers of light in his personality, but it's rare these days. If I hear from him, I'll tell him to find you. Kitty! Crouton? Aw, that's a nice name for a kitty. So this here is the illustrious Crouton. We found him behind the dumpster out back licking cardboard. Whatever you do, don't try to pet him. He's a devil. I've got scars all over my hands from this damn cat. Ah, Crouton loves us. Oh, wow, Crouton usually bites strangers. He must like you. Wait, is that a pet counter? Oh, that's awesome. More Blake info. Headed to Floodgate Tavern. He mentioned this to Erica when he dropped by Sarpy Paperbacks to see her yesterday evening. I like this, so we can like recap stuff or figure out where we need to go next. The overworld is blocked. I do hope Erica is correct and that Blake's absence is due to nothing more than another drunken night. My intuition leaves me with a sense that something is wrong. Do you feel it too, Kay? Something feels strange to you. Catherine? Several weeks ago. In the Greater New Orleans Neural Versioning Clinic? What brings you here tonight? I want a record for my children. I don't want to leave my kids alone. They may still need me. I understand. And you were referred by Mr. Richard? Duck. That's what everyone calls him. Yes, Duck. We followed his branch with some interest. Who hasn't? I gather we'll be discussing this in more detail as things progress. For now, let us begin with a simple exercise. I'd like to talk about your earliest memory. It's of a pine tree. It's of pine trees, yes? That's right. Tell me about them. They grew from the concrete. Like sick flesh. I don't think she's as emo as the other guy. And cracked the driveway. But there's a little happy face on that one. Oh, unhappy face. They made your father upset. He'd see them and frown, but he'd remain silent. He'd sit quietly in the truck, dissatisfied. I wouldn't say a word. Speaking in those moments made you a fool in his mind. Your father's house. Safe. I wish I could have stayed, but he wouldn't have it. That's why you married Blue. Yes, to have somewhere to go. We bought our little place on Good Hope Street. The whole thing was a mistake. When I told him I didn't love him, it was in my father's voice. I told him I never loved any man. Was it true? It's interesting. We get to form the characters, kind of. No. That was a difficult night for you. It didn't feel real. Why? The sky was an inversion of some other sky. The sky was corrupted, misplaced. It wasn't a Norco sky. Where was blue? He sat at the window all night. The east-facing window? Yes. When you stood over him to apologize, you saw the flare stack of the refinery in his eyes. That's pretty creepy. That's right. Oh. Save or trash? Maybe we can redo them if we don't like them. How was it after that, in the time before he died? We circled each other in wide orbits. I'd hide at the center of the house, nursing Kay, and only leave when I heard him step out. He'd sleep on the couch or next to her crib. He'd sing her old Cajun lullabies, pet her head, whisper to her about his life. And then there was that explosion. When the cat cracker blew, they say he fell 5 stories. We went to identify his body on a Thursday night. I remember the tempo of the streetlights, the police scattered across the East Bank. I carried Kay in a blanket. She never cried. We were quiet, she and I. So let's just try this. That looks cool. Tell me about this man. I would see him from time to time around Norco. This was many years back, but several weeks ago, Blake saw someone passing by the house. I think it was him. Why? I just do. The robot is no longer there to deter him. Million? Yes. Could be it. What was your first encounter with Million? Let me think. She came to me in the parking lot. Kay was about 12 years old at the time. She knew Blue from his days at the aluminum refinery. I stared for a long time into her constellation of eyes. They swirled in a kind of desperation. I took her home, knowing it was another mistake. You were reckless in those days. I was seeking any trouble I could find. I don't really know why I wouldn't save all these. I guess I don't. Let's save these two. What is the significance of this image to you? It's... Well, I don't know. That's what I'm trying to find out. It's a sphere. It followed me in the lake. When? Recently, a few weeks ago. This is where Mr. Richards' branch factors into your biography. Duck's version escaped? A hard fork, an extremely rare instance. It grew into some kind of monster. It began speaking to me through the radio. It told me to install an app. An app? Yes. I think it has something to do with the thing, the sphere, whatever it is. But so long as it pays, I don't care. I can use the money. The app pays? Yes. See. Seems this is the last control point that you submitted. Would you like to include any additional thoughts or memories? Anything not included in the intake form? No, that should be enough. I will now begin disconnecting the sensors. A slight feeling of nausea and disorientation is normal and no cause for alarm. Thank you for your patience, Miss Midair.